Hi guys and gals and kittens, and welcome to the AINIRO Magic Show. In this video I'm going to show you a new feature of Magic Cloud. It's basically a new plugin we have. If you go to your Cloudlet, you go to Manage, you go to Plugins, you will see at the bottom here WordPress. This is a really kick-ass plugin. Why? Because starting from 2016, WordPress actually created an HTTP REST API that allows you to extract pages and extract posts dynamically. So now the way this works, let's say I want to create a chatbot for a client of mine. Let's say I'm a marketing agency. Okay, I go to Manage, I go to Machine Learning. Let's say my client has mywebsite.com. Okay, now I'm going to create a new type, call it mywebsite_com, for instance, right? Then I click Save on this guy. Now I have a new model. Now, if I want to now at this point, I can also create a flavor using Frank Dynamic, very important, don't use Lisbeth, it's specifically targeting Shopify. And if I now paste in mywebsite.com and click save, then what it's actually going to do is going to scrape mywebsite.com and actually create a highly customized, personalized system message based upon the company itself, its value proposition, solution, services, social proofs, etc., etc., etc. Right, and this produces a super high quality AI chatbot, similar to the one we've got at AINIRO.io here. So if you try it, this guy is created using this system message logic. Obviously, I don't own mywebsite.com, so it's pointless for me to create a highly personalized system message based upon that. But actually, I guess I can use, you know what, just choose flavor, choose Frank Dynamic, paste in your website URL here. Then when you're done with that, right? So now we want to install the plugin, the WordPress plugin. You go to Manage, you go to Plugins, and before you install it, you can click the details here and can copy this code, right? So I'm going to copy this code and just close it and then click Install, at which point a couple of seconds later, I now have the WordPress plugin installed in my Cloudlet. And I can actually have a look at its code. If I go to HyperID, I expand modules and I expand WordPress here, you will see this is the Hyperlambda code that actually executes once the plugin is invoked. What I want to do now, I want to create a scheduled task in Manage, Task Manager. And I can name my task anything, but you should only use small letters and only hyphens, no spaces or anything. From WordPress, my website, right? And now, of course, I have the code on my clipboard, so I can just paste it in here. Now I need to supply the correct type declaration. Remember, the name of the type was my website_com. And my website was mywebsite.com here, right? Now I need a WordPress username and a WordPress password. You should probably explicitly create a unique username and password for your Cloudlet. You only need to give it read access to your pages and your posts. So let's say I have something called AI Chatbot, right? And my username is very secret. 1, 2, 3, don't use it as a password, please. Anyways, so, but now the rest of the things, I can choose to have them as they are by default, or I can turn off blocks. Sometimes it's beneficial to actually have less information. If you have a lot of articles and about everything from God knows what, that's like unrelated to your business, you might want to turn this thing off actually, but I'm gonna have it turned on. Now I click Save, then I need to schedule my task. You see this column here is schedules for individual tasks. This is my task, I need to schedule it. Click Schedule, click Custom Repetition, give focus to custom value, write Sunday, exactly like this, capital S, small letters besides from that, .05.00.00. Very important that you choose this exact format. What's happening now is that 5 a.m. UTC time, every single Sunday, this task is going to execute, right? What that means is that it's going to get changes and, you know, stuff like that from your WordPress using the REST API to WordPress once a week. So if you edit pages, etc., you don't have to go in and, you know, like change stuff. Then you click Execute. That's pointless for me to do because, I mean, I don't have mywebsite.com, it's just an example website. But if you click Execute now immediately, What you should be left with, if you then go to manage, you go to machine learning, after some few minutes, choose training data here, and you filter on mywebsite.com, you should be seeing training snippets here, right? Besides these default training snippets, which is injected by the system by default. And for the record, if you're a white labeler, you might want to edit this training snippet and change it from AINIRO to, you know, whatever your name of the your company name and your company's URL is, right? So if you are Foo Inc. at, you know, fooinc.com, etc., etc. So anyways, I'm going to clean up after me and delete this task because I don't want it to execute, because it will fail, of course, for obvious reasons. However, that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.